Hi, I'm Lori.
And I'm Paul.
And this is Level 3 at Wednesday Night Hop, Week 1, December 2016.
That's a 12 for December.
And our topic is musicality through rhythm and styling
and footwork.
Yeah, there we go.
Stuff. Through cool musical things.
Music things. So we started with a very weird exercise, which we kind of like had taken inspiration from Weirdo Weekend, where we did this. So we played non-swing songs. I just had you like move, like in a way that you felt was musical.
Very slow, awkward swing songs, non-swing songs.
Non-swing
very
songs.
slow, awkward
Hello.
movements. Yeah.
It's me. So the idea was just like to break out of what you consider to be dancey movements and like really investigate stuff. And then we took a non-swing song. It was, if you want to try this at home, Summertime Sadness.
That was
Shiznick.
later too.
Okay, no, sticky hands.
Sticky hands.
Sticky hands.
Sticky hands.
So we talked sticky hands, initiating and responding. We took turns.
First mirroring, so one person leading. So Lori's leading right now. I'm following
like,
whatever she's doing.
Let's do this, and take your body into it. So I'm basically asking Paul to like do things with me, and then we said, okay,
Rotate
now,
it around. So then the opposite, we flipped roles.
Yeah.
And then we said subtractive or additive.
So we are maintaining this connection, right? But then maybe our lower bodies are doing something completely different. And the idea is like to not mess up your partner while still maintaining this connection. So both of these kinds of connection are really important to things that we're going to be showing you variations on in musicality, because sometimes you'll be asking your partner to participate with you in that musical expression, and sometimes you'll be just doing something on your own and you don't want to mess up the other person. So an understanding of those, how different those feel, will be important for the month.
So we, again, started with non-swing music so that we asked you specifically, do not do any jazz moves or something that you know already, be more freeform. And then we flipped it around and we said, okay, now, and we did this in both roles opposite, we'll start with this one. Now we're going to play, again, non-swing music, and we're going to do just jazz or swing moves.
So to re-emphasize, the point of this exercise is that to try and break yourself out of like, I'm just going to lead this, like we were just playing Summertime Sadness, just to be like, we're dancing swing now. Swing
I don't
forever.
Feel sad. I don't feel like it's summer
I don't feel like
either.
sad
What
either.
is this? Yeah.
But like if you're playing with like a song, like how do we use our movements to actually be musical using the vocabulary that we had? So we limited your vocabulary. We said you could use a two-handed pass-by, do 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 do, or you could use a single-handed pass-by, da 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 ba da, or you could use a swing out, do do ba da 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 ba da, and only using those, do a thing. Oh, I skipped ahead. Shoot.
So
edit.
So no edits needed, but the idea here is that when we're doing styling, either jazz or not, Lori and I have a different distinction on what we consider styling. So Lori's definition is more that your inherent personality with whatever you do is showing through as your style, even if you're standing still, as a summary. And mine is more like, that's a functional understanding of my basic requirement. I'm just keeping myself from flopping to the floor. Anything on top of that we both agree on, however, we call additive styling, something that we're deliberate styling, we're adding on top of our base levels. And we want to show this, that when you watch dancers that are dancing and they look like they're creating nice lines or they're styled nicely, it's not necessarily because their bodies naturally create that movement. And to show that, we said walk around at a given pace. And a lot of you showed this walking. You're like, okay, that looks like good walking. Now walk faster. And it's like your arms swung faster with that, and then you walked slower, and you all did this. And it looks natural, but it's very unnatural. What would really happen if I walked really slow is my arms would kind of go like this. They do their natural resonance. And likewise, if I go fast, they'd be more chaotic. So what we're doing when we're doing deliberate styling is we're either taking away energy or adding energy from what our bodies naturally do to make it look like it's actually smooth and natural. And we do this all the time, like walking and running. And so that's when we went into pass-bys, swing outs, etc., trying to maintain a clean, naturally looking pass by, and swing out, which was actually a lot of effort on our part to dampen down movements that would naturally arise from what you would do
So
yourself.
this is what we're talking about, the signal to noise ratio. We're going to try and reduce the amount of noise that's happening
Okay.
in our arms, for instance. And so
We talked about shoulders next as part of that. So to help get us styled well, we want to be in good control of our own bodies.
we like took deep breaths. We thought about our shoulder blades, tucking into those back pockets. And we thought about feeling those stretches right here in that area. And we went around and kind of, thank you. This is my particular, like, really nice side. And we tried to think about using that to connect to each other's cores and using that connection to follow that momentum instead of, if we don't use that, if we disconnect our shoulder out, a lot of times people tend to add noise to the hand in order to make their communication clear. So by connecting here, we're able to have less noise in our arms and our hands and more of that connection clearly to core.
And the less
Twin
noise
core.
allows us to bring out the parts that we want to be musical in an intentional way and emphasize those. So if we were doing rock steps, we moved it. The third of those exercises, swing out and pass by, was this rock step together step. And we said we can do this as many times as you want to, and we considered this a redirection exercise. And we said redirect in places you didn't really need to normally. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Different moves like that. And then we did this to swing music, and then we added in ebb and flow elements to this. And the ebb and flow elements were both the follow and the lead initiating level changes as one additional thing.
So level changes means like you could go up or you could go down. So if I was going to initiate this as a follow, I'm leading right now. If I was going to initiate this as a follow, basically Paul would ask for something like maybe pass-bys or something. I would still follow that, but I could initiate for myself. I could do like a level change, or I could ask Paul to come with me. I'm like, I'm still going to do the thing you asked, but can we can we change the level of where we're dancing? So once again, using those two different connections as a way of asking for something from your partner. And then we switched in, obviously, I think leads have a little bit more experience with this idea of asking for it, but once again, playing with those two different connections, when you want to do something like a level change and don't want to mess up your partner, or when you want them to come with you.
As a last element, we said staccato versus smooth. And you interpreted this in whatever way you thought fit. And so to be explicit, if we're doing a swing out, for example, so shukara, boo-wah. And that's the lead asking this time. And we could have the same leading, but the follow is asking for that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and match what Lori's asking for.
So I'm still doing what Paul's asking, but I am adding my voice to it, asking for a certain way that we're going to be moving through space. Yes, instead of, hold on, that was like an impartial sentence.
Instead of, I actually don't know what you're about to say, but we did that with staccato and smooth.
I think this is my worst video recap ever. Hey guys.
Yeah, so we had these elements which helped you build your own body control, understand certain independent avenues which we can build on with arm styling, leg styling for the next class.
Yes. That was our class.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Play Summertime Sadness at home. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.